question I got asked this week is, should I renovate? And you know what? I hate to say this, but it depends. In many markets, if I could capture this idea, there is little value in renovating because the return on the investment is less than the cost of the renovation. And I would suggest to you that that often applies to what I would call commoditized real estate, where you live in a neighborhood where there's a lot of very similar homes. And so the impetus to buy your particular home versus the one next door kind of dissipates a little bit. This is very different than a market where there's one home that comes to market and it's very unique. And what we see in those markets, some of the walking areas, et cetera, a renovation can sometimes return more than it costs. In other words, there's an outsized return on that investment. So I guess Economics 101, I'm talking about a supply and demand curve that supports and substantiates the idea that there's not a lot of supply with what you're selling. There can be a real positive impact on valuation. So I hate to say it, but it depends. But hey, beyond ChatGPT, I've got some answers that I'm happy to share, and we can kind of, tease out whether renovation makes sense in your particular case, if there is an eye to, resale in the 3 to 5 year window.